Guys, it's me, it's Queen Set Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, guys, today I want to do a movie review. I told you that in this season, I really want to do some new things, and one of those things is reviews. So check out my Patreon page to see how you can decide what I review. So today I've decided that I want to review something that I've talked to a lot of people about over the years. I want to review the movie documentary program, The Secret. The Secret was done by Rhonda Byrne in 2006. It is a movie, a film, and it's a book. So some people have read the book and some people have seen the film. So today I'm going to review the film. And the reason why I chose to do this one is because I recommend this film a lot. I think I've recommended it like every day since I saw it the first time many years ago. And the reason why that is because many people don't realize that they are not getting what they want out of life because they're sabotaging themselves by their thoughts and their feelings and their actions. So I try to give this book to everybody who, especially if I look at their cards and I see that they're attracting things they don't want, or negative situations, or bad romances, for example, or a lack of funds, for example. I always recommend this book first because the first thing they need to do is get their mind right. And if they can learn how to use this, it's going to be helpful. So let's review it. The Secret, again, I said before, is a documentary. So the first thing that you're going to notice about The Secret is that there are many experts in this documentary. There's men and women. There's psychologists. There's teachers. There's people who are in finance. There are people who are in quantum physics. There are therapists. There are a lot of authors, a whole lot of authors. There are entrepreneurs. There's a visionary, there's a feng shui consultant, there's a metaphysician, there's a philosopher. So you have a lot of different kinds of people who are successful with using the law of attraction, and who in their profession, with their books or whatever they're doing, is one of the things they teach people. So I thought that was interesting that you have people who are using the secret, teaching about the secret. I love that aspect of it because one of the first things that I always wonder when somebody's teaching something is how does it relate to them? Have they been able to utilize this information? So at a certain point in the documentary, they talk about how they utilize the secret to change their own lives. So you may be wondering, what is the secret? What's the secret? Like, what is it? The secret is the law of attraction. That's what this whole documentary is about. This whole book is about. It's about the law of attraction. And basically, it's a very inspiring piece. I really enjoyed this piece. If you've never seen this before, you really should see it because it's very inspiring. And like I said, the law of attraction is the secret. And basically, the universe is ran by laws. We learned most of these laws in science class, for those of us that remember. But one of the basic ones that I always use is the law of gravity. And the law of attraction is very similar. It's one of the natural universal laws. So on this planet, what goes up must come down. That is the law. Doesn't happen on other places, of course, because laws are different depending on what planet you're on and blah, blah, blah. But we're talking about Earth. So the law of gravity is one of our universal laws, one of our natural laws. Likewise, the law of attraction is a natural law. Now, if you compare the two, with the law of gravity, what comes up must come down. Okay? So if you throw something up, eventually it's going to come down. Unless somebody snatches it out the air, it's going to come back down. So with The Secret, the idea is that you are attracting what's in your mind. You are attracting to you what you think about. You are attracting to you also what you feel. but I'll explain that a little bit more later. So what they're saying here is that thoughts become things. Thoughts have a frequency, and the more that you focus on a particular thought or idea, it has the potential to become something in the concrete world. That thought can potentially become a thing. So a long time ago, somebody had the thought of a television set. Now I'm sitting in front of one. So thoughts can become things. The problem is that, like when I said what goes up must come down, well, if your thoughts must become things, the problem is that you have to be conscious of this to create the things that you want. But if you're not conscious, your thoughts are pretty much random. If you're not monitoring your thoughts, they're pretty much random. So what happens in that case is you don't attract what you want. You attract randomly the random things that come in and out of your mind. And if it's not a strong mental picture or affirmative emotion or something really strong, it is probably not going to happen anyway. So most of the time, you're either manifesting nothing or you're manifesting what you don't want. So in the documentary, what they're basically telling us to do is to think about what you do want. Think about what you want to create. Think about what you want to bring into this world. Think about what you want. What do you want to have in your life is what they're talking about. So the secret is always working. The same way gravity is always working, this law is always working. So either you're working with the law, you're working against the law, or you're not working the law at all. And that's pretty much the bottom line. So the documentary goes on to say that affirmative thoughts are much more powerful, which is a good thing. Because when you can get yourself into an affirmative, positive mind state, that's why so many gurus, that's why so many teachers, that's why so many successful people tell you to stay in a positive mind state. It's not to just sit around pretending like nothing goes wrong, but it's because the more affirmative your thoughts are, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the more you have a chance of drawing to you the things that you want in your life. So likewise, thoughts, of course, don't come true instantly. There is a time delay. You can be thinking about something or focusing on something, and it might take a little bit of time. Different things take different amounts of times. But they said in The Secret that you have to choose your thoughts carefully because you don't want to manifest things, again, that you don't want. So everything is your attraction. Everything that you have, you've attracted, basically is the bottom line. And if you're attracting a situation such as an unhappy life, for example, you can change that by focusing on the things you do want to bring into your life. This is a really good documentary. What I like the most about it is that it's very positive. If I had to rate it 9, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only reason why I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 is because I felt like it was repetitive. I felt like if you're watching it for the first time, that might be okay. But if you're watching it for the 5th or 6th time like me, it's like, didn't she just say that? Like, again, like they say a lot of things over and over. And I think it's important for somebody who doesn't know the law. But for somebody who does know it, it can be very repetitious. So it says here that there are 3 steps in getting the law of attraction to work for you. So I'm going to tell you these 3 steps and then finish up my review. The first step is to ask the universe for what it is that you want. Believe that it is already yours. It's already yours. And 3, then receive what is already yours. Now, the first part, the asking part, is kind of tricky because you have to figure out what to ask for. And if what you want to ask for is good for you, is a vibrational match for you, that's the next question. So let's say I want to ask for a yacht. And let's say that's not a vibrational match for me. That's going to be a waste of my energy, you know? So I try to make sure that what I'm asking for is, again, a vibrational match. So that part can get kind of tricky. But most of the time, what you're asking for is going to be a vibrational match, especially if it's something that you really need in your life. For example, they said that there's 3 areas that a lot of people use the secret in. They use it with their relationships, they use it with their career, and they use it with their finances. Okay? So if you're sitting there asking the universe for $100,000 a year, for example, that's something that more than likely can be a pretty decent vibrational match. So you ask the universe for the vibrational match, you believe that is coming forward towards you, and then you receive. Now, those 3 things probably sound really simple to you. You're probably sitting there like, that's it? Yeah, that's it. But the thing is that a lot of people, like I said, ask for things that are not a vibrational match. Number 2, a lot of people don't really believe, or they believe a little bit, and then when it doesn't happen fast enough, they start to doubt, which what? Slows down your vibration. So you have, those 2 are really important. And a lot of people have a hard time in that particular area. Now, one of the things that The Secret said that I love, 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 is they said that in order to get yourself into a space of receiving, there are 3 things that you can do. And they said do these things daily. Okay? It's 2 things you can do. And they said do these things daily. The first one is practice gratitude, and the second one is to visualize. When they say practice gratitude, what they're saying is instead of complaining about, again, what you don't have or what you don't want, focus on what you do have and being grateful for what you do have, and focus on what it is that you want to bring into your life. But the gratitude aspect is being grateful for what you already have. That automatically puts you into a better vibration than one who's worried about what they don't have. And number 2 was to visualize. They told you to do vision boards. Vision boards is when you do a board and you literally put your visions on the board and hang the board on the wall. Like, smack pictures on your vision board of what you want to create and put it on your wall. Visualize what you really want to bring into your life. So I really enjoyed the documentary. That's why I've watched it so many times. I really do enjoy it. I find it to be very inspirational. And for a person who is broke, a person who doesn't know how to change their life, a person who's in a bad relationship, a person who is not living their best life, they're not living their dreams, they're not happy. That's the bottom line. To me, you're successful if you're happy. And if you're not happy, I don't care how much money you're making, you've missed the mark somewhere. So The Secret is inspiring in that way, and it helps you go back and figure out where you've missed the mark. So I recommend this for anybody really who wants to be happier. If you're already happy but you want to be happier, if you're not happy and you one day want to be happy. Because one of the things I noticed in The Secret is it said that the thoughts that you're thinking today become your future tomorrow. So I encourage you guys to watch it. I really enjoy it. I encourage you to watch it. It's on Netflix, and it's also for sale on Amazon. So I'm going to put a link underneath here to where you can get it on Amazon, the book and the video, in case you want to read it instead of watching the video. And I would love you guys who've already seen it, or those of you who go out and watch it, to give me a message underneath this video and let me know what you think of it. Okay? So that's The Secret. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed the experts that they had talking throughout the whole thing. They're experts talking and telling their own personal stories and how it works, and talking about, the different figures in history who gave us all these quotes and how they used the law of attraction. Because basically, this is not like new age woo woo that somebody made up yesterday. They have documentation all the way back to the ancient times of our foremothers and forefathers talking about this very same law, and how people in power wanted to keep people who were, the working class away from knowing this great and powerful secret. So I encourage you to learn the secret and use it in your own life, so you can get more of the things, you can get a happier life. Because sometimes it's not even about objects, sometimes it's about your relationships. So check it out and let me know what you think, okay? Thank you guys for watching this review, my first review. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to someone else who may want to watch this but is like, what is it about? Why should I watch this? Well, these are all the reasons why you should, and this is how it can help you in your life. All right, guys, if you want to get in touch with me, all of my information will be underneath this video, and I'll see you later.